Cell biology is tonight, and I hope all of you that are still interested in the class, I hope you can all join. The link for both electrical chemistry and cell biology are down below this video. I don't know if you're going to be watching this on YouTube. I'll try to behave, but I've got one more strike before they get me, and then I'm from YouTube. Ah, the communist takeover of social media. And such is life, I guess. Life is truly quite insane. So all of you might know, or maybe you don't know, but this video hopefully will be on YouTube on Tuesday or Thursday or maybe Wednesday this week. I think that's around the time when my 2 weeks of being in purgatory or being in the, detention center, the YouTube detention center where you can't post. That time coming is where I can, break free from my little ball and chain. It's coming up this week. And I've been posting on Odyssey and LBRY. I don't post on BitChute. I find BitChute a little bit challenging to work with, but maybe I'll try it again. In the past, BitChute was hard for me to post on. But I don't know how to get the word out, right? I just don't know how to get the word out. And people are finding me. I'm on the One Great Work Network, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. So One Great Work Network, I'll put the link to that down below. I'll put my page for the One Great Work Network as well. But when you go there, Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know in my first video I had a couple of places where I had the time wrong. And then I made the video, and it was my first video, and I was just kind of like, nothing was quite right, but I got through it. And I got a lot of help from the awesome volunteer producer that helped me get through it, because I'm definitely a novice when it comes to live streaming and doing anything technology-wise that's cool. I know educational technology, but I don't know cool technology like live streaming. It's going to be live streamed though Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific. And if you live outside of the United States, you're going to have to figure it out. But I hope you all can join me. And if you want to, you can send questions to my email address. And I'd like to make this, and I'm looking up so that there's no reflection. So it's not like there's anything cool up on my ceiling. I'm just looking up. I was told that, when I do this, I've got too much reflection. So I don't like looking at myself in the computer screen anyway. But I need my glasses because especially after this year of COVIDs and working on a computer screen nonstop, yeah, it takes a toll on the good old eyes. And anyway, on this live stream, I'm going to be addressing your questions. And I don't know if I can make this like a live stream where I can connect it to something like Facebook or YouTube, where I can make this kind of a live interactive type of live stream where if you show up, you can just kind of throw your question out there. I'm not sure if I have the technology to do that, but I will inquire and I will investigate. But you can still email me your questions. You can email me your questions and I will read them and then address them. And it can be over anything that you're curious about. I do get a lot of questions that I don't have time to kind of answer, mostly because I'm teaching full-time, and this is a crazy busy time because my students are taking their third exams of the semester, and then next week is finals week, and the next week I have to do all of the grading and the grade calculations, so I'm finding myself very busy with my regular 9-to-5 job. I do this stuff on the side, in the evenings, on weekends, and I really don't take days off. And I'm not asking you guys to pity me or anything, but if you're curious as to why I can't get back to you through email, it's because I'm just incredibly busy. And sometimes I only have time to quickly respond. I want to respond to everybody, but I don't have time to kind of write down a really full, thorough response all of the time. So if you need a more thorough response, I'm going to take a time aside on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Using the link below on the One Great Work Network, you can find me there. And I will be reading questions and answering questions, and it's going to be a good old time. And that would be great. That would be where I would post any questions you might have, as long as you don't mind me reading the question. And, tell me in your email whether or not you'd like me to use your name or anything else. I'll try to, if you don't say anything, I'm going to assume I'm going to keep it on the down low. I'm going to keep your personal information out of it. All right. So, things are crazy in the world of COVIDs and the world of face diapers and poison injections. Like, when in the hell did we enter into this, what is it called? Brave New World? Brand New World? What did Aldous Huxley do? I can't remember. I think he did, it was Brave New World. Yeah, there was the Gammas, or maybe it was Brand New World. Crap. Brave New World might have been a cheesy little show on Nickelodeon TV. How I remember this, I do not know, but I remember there being some girl and she was kind of like a singer, and I don't know. I'm really going off on a tangent right now. But Aldous Huxley wrote a book called Brave New World or Brand New World. And then there was a really cheesy movie based on that book. It was like circa late 1960s, early 1970s. There's a huge, Brady Bunch vibe with how the people are dressed. You can tell with the clothing, kind of the time period. And in his book and movie, and I haven't read the book, but I think like in 2012, I watched the movie. And it took like a whole weekend to watch it because it was that long. And you can probably find it somewhere. I watched it for free. I can't remember where. But basically, it was this future society where humans can't procreate, but they can incubate fetuses. So women don't ever become pregnant. I wonder if it's because they received a poison injection that creates antibodies in their body against a protein that is found where the placenta would form in the uterus. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's, what had happened to create this, waterland world, this world of women not being able to become pregnant. So they're growing babies in labs, right? And here's the stickler. When you're done with your fetal development, you're then classified as an alpha, a beta, a gamma. I think it's those three for sure. And I don't know if there were others. It's been a long time since I've watched the movie. The gammas, though. The gammas. Oh my gosh. Most of the people that are, posting pictures of themselves with the Band-Aid after getting the vaccines, that's who I picture is the gamma. They're the, I'm going to do what the government tells me to do because I'm a good virtue signaling human being. Those are the gammas. The betas, they might have a slightly higher level position, but they're not thinking for themselves. And then the alphas, they're kind of, the evil Bill Gates, Joey Fatone, Fauci, the people that have the strong accents. I don't even know who Joey Fatone is. I meant to say Fauci. I really did. I think my mom recently told me she liked Joey Fatone. She's like, didn't you like that group when you were in high school? I'm like, what group are you talking about? And I guess she was insinuating like a group like NSYNC. I went through a really retarded phase in high school where I liked the New Kids on the Block. And then I actually later on went to see them as an adult. And I had a headache during that concert. It was really sickening. But we all go through those phases, right? This was my awkward phase. But Joey Fatone was not a New Kids on the Block because having memorized all of their songs and knowing them, I know there's no Joey Fatone. There was like Jordan Knight, who was my favorite, his brother John Knight, Donnie Wahlberg, Danny the weird one, and then who's the fifth one? Oh, Joey McIntyre. He was a cute little kid. Yeah, it was quite interesting, and I'm not going to digress because I do have the class to teach pretty soon. But I went through that phase. Joey Fatone, not a New Kid on the Block, not. And this is where tangents take me when I'm trying to get across something. The alphas in the Brave New World, Brand New World book, because I don't know what the title is. I'm going to kick myself in the butt once I figure it out. But the alphas are the evildoers. They're the ones that are kind of controlling, making sure society is, running the way it needs to be. And keep in mind, I don't think the alphas are the top of the top. They're the ones, though, they're the perceived authoritarians that everybody else is looking up to and taking, directions from. So, anyway, they're telling us, what their plans are. They've written books about it, they've dreamt it up, and that's the power of imagination. Imagination is the sorcerer's stone. That which you can imagine, you can create. Well, they're trying to really brainwash our ability to imagine anything. And they don't want us to know how powerful we are in our ability to create. And I was listening to a woman, she's an astrologer. Astrology, again, the elites, the perceived elites in academia, they'll boo-hoo astrology, like, ooh, this voodoo stuff. That's what the ancients looked to for guidance, right? And I think, if you look in the work of Steiner, we have to think cosmically. We are connected to cosmos. And so I think there are some really good astrologers out there. And I was listening to one today, and she's talking about we're going through a shift, like there's going to be a lunar eclipse coming up May 26th. Very powerful, and this is where we really need to start creating this new earth that we want to be a part of. Because we're splitting. We're splitting where, the sheeple, the people that want to be part of this brave new, brand new world are going to one pinched off, emerging cell division, and then the people that want to be a part of the new earth, where we are actively creating the beauty and the connection with all life around us and respecting it for what it is, and not, trying to be above nature and trying to think that we can create something that is outside of nature, and not being so synthetic, which is what allopathy is, which is what most of science is, very synthetic. What can you actually put a patent on and sell and make a lot of money for the pharmaceutical industry? When I was in academic research, that's where all of the money was being funneled. They wanted to take the data that I was spending, 40 hours a week trying to do research on, and it was all getting funneled for evil crap. And here I'm doing research on poor little animals that don't need to be manipulated like that. So in this brand new earth, there is no such thing as us trying to manipulate life and trying to, hijack its metabolic processes to learn very little. What they want to do is they want to patent a chemical, because you can't patent life. So this is my little message. I had a little bit of time before my class starts, the cell biology class that I teach. Right now it's Sundays at 6 p.m. If you want to join the class, again, the link is down below. Both links for electrical chemistry and cell biology are down below. After you sign up for cell biology, and I can see that you've registered for the class, send me an email and I'll give you the link for the live class. But you have to register, you have to actually pay for the class to get access to the live class, because everybody else in the live class had to pay for it, and it's only $55.55 right now. Prices will be going up, especially if I'm going to get fired from my job for speaking the truth, because I'm going to have to find a way to support myself. But then on the plus side, I'll have a lot more time to create coursework and to do other cool things. So, I'll still be able to support myself and to support my fur children that you can see some of them in the background. I'll make it real. I'll make it happen. Might have to live in a tent, but not the end of the world, right? Okay, so bye, folks. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. I thank the two people that see my post on Facebook for wishing me a happy Mother's Day, because I'm pretty much shadow banned on Facebook. So if you can see my post there, you're one of those two people I'm speaking to right now. But thank you for wishing me a happy Mother's Day. I was quite busy today. I had a consultation, and then I had to do some other things, and I called my own mom, and all of that fun stuff. And I've been grading lab exams like crazy. Lab exams are the hardest thing to grade. It's just very challenging to grade these. There's so many of them, and I have to do it all online. So I prefer grading a piece of paper than I do prefer grading and correcting things online. Anyway, have a good day. Bye. I gotta end this video.
That's one of the wonderful things about being a Gamma. We're not too stupid and we're not too bright. To be a Gamma is to be just right.